Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Look, guys, we have another video today. This video is about removing self-doubt. And the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of times when you're trying to be productive and you're trying new things in life, you often struggle with, why am I doing this? Why is no one else doing this? How do I do this? Where do I take this? How do I incorporate new ideas into doing this? And just overall, I don't know if I'm meant to be doing this, right? And I think it's super important to talk about self-doubt because I doubt everything I do. And I know many of you guys are anxious types. You just don't ever know what you're really supposed to be doing. And I like to think of myself as someone who is really creative, really spontaneous, really creative. And with that spontaneity, it's really abnormal. And you really don't fit in. And you're always doing your own thing, right? Somewhat of a Sigma type, somewhat of a natural born leader, somewhat of a person who goes against the grain. You have a lot of self-doubt because you can't fit into this box. And so I like the idea of making this video about how to somewhat counteract that self-doubt, right? Well, I think the first place you start is, why are you doing it? Why do you do what you do? See, because when you talk about self-doubt, you have to have a reason, a purpose to do something, or you're always going to doubt why you do it. So why do you do what you do? Do you love it? Did someone tell you to do it? Did you do it because you saw someone before you do it? I think these are all great questions, right? So why do you do it? Question number 2 would probably be, do you think you can do it? Because if you don't think you can do it, it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. See, oftentimes, even with this YouTube channel, I make videos and I'm like, I don't know how people are gonna take to that video. I don't know if that's my best work. I don't know if I really like this title. I don't know if I said this right. Self-doubt. See, one thing about self-doubt is we often overanalyze and over-criticize our own self. Self-doubt comes from our own insecurities about not being good enough, not fitting in, not having enough attention on social media, not having the popularity. You can almost break that down to seeking validation from other people, right? And I think a lot of self-doubt comes from wanting validation but not receiving it. And especially as little children, a lot of us wanted validation from our parents, from our friends, from our peers, from our teachers, and we never got it, right? We got, stop talking so much, sit down somewhere. Why are you doing that right now? And see, as kids, we like to create things. We like to make up things, and all we want is for people to reassure us and say, that's good. But oftentimes, the people we seek reassurance from don't actually reassure us. And I would like to say that's where a lot of this anxiousness comes from, or a lot of this self-doubt is because you don't know if you're going to be reassured. Reassurance is huge with self-doubt, guys. Reassurance. I would say for anyone struggling with self-doubt, find people who are going to reassure you instead of people who are going to question you, right? Find people who think like you. Find people who want to do similar things to you. Now, how do I think we fix self-doubt as a whole? Well, I think once you love what you do, self-doubt goes away. And you're always going to have moments where you don't feel like you know what you're doing. I still wake up some days and feel like, why am I doing this? I don't have the results for the work I put in. But that self-doubt telling you to stop. And I believe a lot of times we have to take into account that the enemy, if you're a spiritual person, the devil, the enemy, if you're a universal type energy person, the universe, bad spirits, whatever, the enemy is out to keep you questioning why you're doing things. Because if you're ever doing things too good, if you're ever doing things right, you understand that the universe has to give you some type of challenge, some type of setback, right? And that's the whole point. It's good and bad, evil and good. And that creates self-doubt, right? You're never good enough. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, you're good enough. You're good enough. You're good enough. See, that idea you had in your head, it wasn't on accident. It was given to you. If God, if the universe, if some abnormal, superficial, all-powerful force in this universe gave you an idea, do you think it was on accident? Do you think all these ideas you have in your head are just random and chance? Or do you think that maybe they align with your purpose, your destiny, and your goals, right? I'm gonna use this funny analogy. A dog doesn't think like a cat, and a cat doesn't think like a dog. So the universe doesn't give dogs thoughts of cats. They can't understand it. And so why would the universe give you thoughts for someone else? I say that to say, guys, don't doubt yourself. Now, as a person who questions everything, who likes to know why, how, who, what, when, where, and what if, I think that self-doubt plays to your advantage. I think I also benefit from self-doubt. See, I'm more productive when I doubt the things I'm doing. It makes you dive further into the things you're doing. It makes you think about, why am I doing it? Should I be doing it different? Is there a better way to do it? See, you can also use your self-doubt to create something even better. Never being complacent, never being satisfied. Don't doubt yourself, guys. Don't beat yourself up. That thing you're doing, it's gonna work out. And if it doesn't, you'll find something new. The universe is gonna bring you everything you need and take away everything you don't need. So, don't be anxious, don't worry, guys. Self-doubt may be killing your progress, but it also may be helping you. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think.